While it's playing, I'm going to run downstairs and pour myself a giant whiskey.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to stop it and start it so it plays once.
It's playing 4 times.
Get open the webpage.
You're ready to go. Yeah.
D&Tea beyond.
Night.
Fantastic.
You get shot in your groin by a rubber bullet. Your made up gender doesn't protect your willy. Oh, did anyone see Ellie Morris's latest thing?
Oh God.
I did see that. Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, it's worth it.
What was this?
Ellie Morris's latest rant.
D&D Beyond.
I don't know. What was it about?
Sexism on a Facebook page for
Oh, maybe it
pansexuals, I think. Joe Welsh, did you see her last comment?
No,
Where's-
well, I think I gave up.
She was all about sexism, then she put ugh, men at the end. And that just...
Yeah. Because what was it? How was it started? Because women shouldn't be called females.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
And she called someone out for saying that. Shut up.
Okay. So, welcome back, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Cheers.
Last we left off,
Yeah.
Tavron's a
Wow.
torch icon.
last time we left off, which was a while ago, you had, upon discovering poor Bubbles' death, you descended into the pits of Bellinor, where you had battled some ankhegs, insectile monsters, and following that, battled with the Oni, the servant of the Witches of the Moor.
We
And,
ruined him, didn't we?
you had defeated the Oni, that enemy that had so long ago almost annihilated your entire party. You handed it to him.
We spanked their ass.
Yeah.
So, as the Onis lay dying on the floor, it whispered of another servant that would be your downfall. The skeletons around it that it had previously controlled collapsed, and you're left in the darkness of the ruins of Bellinor.
And I'm gonna pillage through his.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Straight away.
Rob him.
So Peach Pals, I'm gonna pillage straight through his stuff.
Okay, let's see what you find. So you make an investigation check.
Anyone helping me?
I'll help you.
Fantastic. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Won't get shit from me.
13.
13. I just look up Oni. So you find some gold pieces About 70.
Oh! Oni was packing.
A glaive. He's holding a large glaive.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Is it just a standard one?
Who can use a glaive?
It looks particularly sharp.
Ooh.
So a glaive is a two-handed weapon, I believe.
I can't find. How's it spelled? Glaive.
Glaive.
Definitely don't think I'm proficient in that.
No.
Martial. 1d10.
I am
it's
proficient.
Heavy. What does heavy mean? Reach. It has reach and it's two-handed. So reach means you can
Cool.
you can hit enemies from 10 foot away rather than 5 foot, I believe.
Wow.
You don't have to stand up right next to them. That's pretty good.
Wow, that's good.
Reach. Yeah, your weapon adds 5 foot of attack. And what's heavy mean? Small creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls with heavy weapons. So yeah, it's just too large for small creatures to use. Luckily, none of you are gnomes at this campaign.
Does it get classed as a simple weapon, or?
It's a martial weapon.
So yes, I cannot use.
And apart from that, you don't notice anything of note in the Oni's remains.
Maybe, should we give it a second try? Are we allowed to give it a second go?
You've given it a good rummage through, because someone was helping you, right?
Anyone want the glaive?
I think my axe is stronger. Obviously it doesn't have the reach, but I try and get close to them, so...
Well, I'll take it and then we can always sell it.
Okay.
Is it got any magical properties that I can feel, or?
Not from just picking it up. You'd need to identify it.
Yeah, worth doing that.
Yeah.
In our next rest, which will probably be relatively soon, I imagine. I don't know. Sorry, Joe, did you say there's nothing else left to find on this guy?
Nope.
Okay.
Just rags that were his cloak seem to have disintegrated as if they aged quickly.
Were the skeletons holding any weapons?
Swords and bows.
I might just stockpile chuck a load of those into this bag. And then, because they sell for quite a bit, like when it all adds up. We missed out on the last campaign. Like there was a ton of money to be had. How many swords and bows are there?
Let's see. There were
Short swords.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Let me just check if they're short swords or long swords. There we go. They are short swords.
Okay.
And short bows. 8 short swords, 8 short bows. And so arrows. You find approximately... Oh my god. 50 arrows.
Cool, I'll take some of those. Well, I need arrows, so... Well, I don't need them, I've got like... Well, I've just topped it up to 100. If I can top it up even more, there's 50. Anyone else need arrows?
Yeah, I could do with some of them.
Cool. I will take 10.
How many are left?
40.
Does anyone else need some?
Nah. Kindling.
No.
So you stand in a large chamber, of which, when you'd entered, all the doors were closed, but they've all since been blasted open. So the pit, where you fought the Oni, is now vacant. There's a door in front of it, and obviously there's doors to the left and the right. To the left and to the west and to the south, and there's also where you fought the orcs before. There's a path heading south that way, heading east. Sorry.
Is this door here to the north opened up now? Like in the pit?
No, it's still closed. That one.
Should we try it? Should we try and... Well, is
How's
it
everyone's
locked?
health?
55 out of 75.
I've got 35 out of 51.
What are you talking about? Numbers? What are these numbers? I feel mostly alright.
Let me just consult my abacus of health. 1, 2.
Can everyone hear
What was
me
that,
okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I've got 16 hit points.
Oh no, Wade.
Right, okay.
Can I heal myself?
How many spells you got left?
Today.
Yeah, so is this door, like, locked?
You don't know. You haven't tried it yet.
Can I gently push it?
It's locked.
Lock,
Just
boy.
wait for a second and then come back.
What's that?
I'm disappearing for a second. I'll still be online, but my laptop's not very good. struggling.
Currently using a potato.
Tom's laptop died, so he's on a laptop from about 2001 now.
It's got 2 gigs of RAM.
Beast.
Oh, your laptop was dying. Was it the other night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
It doesn't turn on.
Try blowing it.
Blowing it.
So are there any like keyholes on this door?
Yeah, it looks like a regular lock. There's a large keyhole for a large iron key.
And Yoni didn't have a key on him, did he?
No.
Have we picked up a key?
Yeah, it could be one like in one of these rooms, or Tavron could just try and pick it.
I'll pick it.
Should we have a bit of a rest?
Yeah, can we have like a short rest and like whilst Tavron tries to pick the lock?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we can use
Okay,
hit
so you
dice.
spend the next hour regaining your hit dice.
Is it 1 per hour? Oh no, you can just use as many as you want.
No, you can use as many as you like, but you only regain half of your hit die on a long rest.
Sure.
Can I try and identify the glaive while I'm resting?
Yeah, you'd have to spend an entire hour on it though.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you wouldn't get any of your healing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, sure.
My abacus is at full strength, boys.
I'll leave it then. I'll just do the hit points.
So if I've got 7 hit die, do I get 3 or 4 back after a long rest?
I think I've always been rounding up on everything, so I'd say round up.
Excellent, that works very nicely.
Oh, perfect. Back to full hit points.
I wonder if I get rage back at all. Long rest. Don't. Boys, I feel like I can only get angry once more before a long rest.
And I am a little low on being able to use my special abilities.
Shall I pick this lock?
Yeah. We've been like
Just,
sat here for like 2 hours.
Just as a matter of interest, so you descended about in the morning. It's probably evening now. You've been adventuring for the whole day.
Beasts.
So we might want to have a longer rest then.
Yeah, we might get fatigued.
Hmm. We could always head back to the actual breakfast club and have a proper rest and regain everything.
Yeah, it might not be a bad shout. Should we? Don't know whether it's worth just opening this door to have a peek through it, see if there's anything worth coming back for.
Might as well.
Because there's all other areas to investigate down here, really, isn't there? Go on, Tavron, pick that lock.
Pick that!
Yeah, we came down here for a reason, but I can't think of what it was.
This is where the older witches are.
Yeah, below this, below Bellinor is where the witches are, and they're starting their ritual now.
Oh,
Shit. Picking lock 12.
It's a difficult lock, and it seems to be beyond you currently. After that battle, the exhaustion of it, and you're still a bit juddery and full of adrenaline from the battle before. You just can't quite concentrate on this lock.
I'm very sorry, everyone. My hand seems to be shaking somewhat.
Still working on the lock, are you? There's probably a key in one of these little chambers, or we could just try and kick it down.
It looks like quite a large and robust door.
Well, lucky I'm a large and robust man, isn't it?
If you want to try, then make a straight strength check. Actually,
okay.
athletics it would be. Athletics.
Athletics, okay. Roar! Only 15.
You thud against it with a colossal force, but the door holds.
Can we have just a little investigate over here for the key? Have a little rummage around the skeletons and whatnot?
Yep.
Yep.
I think there's about 4 of these
a
rooms.
Perception check, I think.
Perception, okay.
I'll give you a little hand.
Okay. I spy my little eye.
Everything!
Everything.
You do notice a few more glinting gold pieces clasped in in one of the skeleton's hands. So you take 2 more gold pieces, but no key.
Was that just doing this one room?
Yeah.
Should go and have a look at some other ones. Who's got the best perception? I've got +2.
I've got +2 as well.
4.
Don't think 4's going to be topped.
4 I've got.
Oh, 4 as well. Yeah, so one of you guys roll with advantage. Or help one of you to look. Nice.
Under a loose boulder, or actually it's under a loose floor tile, you notice that there's a slight gap as if it's been raised above the others. You ply it back, and there's not a key. There is a
Besides that.
platinum trade bar.
Nice.
Fancy.
Who wants to take that?
Jimmy can just take it.
Right.
Cool.
Should we go to the next one?
Oh, fancy that.
How many hit die could we use? Sorry,
All
Oh.
of them.
God.
We're going to go for a long rest anyway in a minute. What about this one down here, boys? Oh, there's one here as well. It's very dark in this room. And very quiet as well.
Which one?
Just below the one we were just in.
Right, should we have a little look?
So who's rolling?
Jim or Dave again. Oh!
He sees everything.
There's something glinting in the skull, propped up against the far wall. There's something glinting within it, and on close inspection, there's a handle jutting out of a large iron handle jutting out of the skull with a puncture mark through the skull, and inside the skull, the rest of the large iron key.
Yay.
Wait. Alright.
Should we just have a look at the other room for completionist sake?
Did we take the key?
Yeah,
I
I've
presume
got it.
so.
Oh,
Oh. Just investigate and making up
You have
for
a
that
quick look around
shit.
this room, and there's actually not a lot in here. You do find a couple more gold pieces and a
Fist size diamond.
jewel,
Fist size diamond.
a small green sparkling stone.
Small fist.
Looks, from what you've seen previously, like an emerald.
Very nice.
Get that as well.
Any of the rooms? I think that might be it for them rooms.
Okay, head back to the door.
Slot your key in my hole.
Okay, yeah, you slot the key in, and with a satisfying click, the door parts, revealing a descending spiral staircase.
Yeah, ominous.
Shall we go back to bed then?
Betty boys. Yeah, I like Joe's idea. Bed then return. Comfy bed.
because
then
isn't there
return.
somewhere else we can investigate first? Another way.
Yeah, there's multiple ways.
Is there? There's more.
Yeah, well, you'd
What?
already on chasing one of those orcs, you'd noticed. You did venture into the next map to the right,
Oh, yeah.
and there's 2 more ways that way. 3 more
Is this
ways
the way we
that
came? Oh.
Yeah, this is the bit where it got caved in down south.
We can come out the door, can't we?
Oh
That's
yeah.
where we came in.
Could we go to that map that you were just describing?
Yeah. So if you go out of the temple, of the section you're in, and into the canyon, you'll find some orcs that you've already killed. That was the one you turned into a cat and impaled on a spike.
Yeah. I pissed my foot on a spike.
So if you're going to the next map, what's the marching order?
I'll go first.
Which way are we going? Investigating into further, or are we heading?
Yeah, so you know that
back?
bit where we chased the orc? I'm pretty sure he ran down a corridor that we didn't investigate.
I'll just put you in that. Put you in that map now. Just loading everyone in. So what's the marching order?
Me.
Me?
So
I'm lost.
Morglath up the front. Then with Creamy,
spike.
Kurak, Wade. That'll do.
Follow me, boys.
So there's a large door with sophisticated with a riddle on it. I think you had read this before.
Oh, what does it say again?
It said, "I am greater than Garl Glitterrod, more evil than Asmodeus the Ninth.
What was the
The
first
poor
one?
have
Gary
me.
Glitter.
I am greater than Garl Glittergold, more
Gary
evil
Glitter, I'm not going
than
through that bloody
Asmodeus
door.
the Ninth. The poor have me, the rich have need of me, and if you eat me, you'll die. Name me."
Gary Glitter.
What was it?
Interesting. As you look at the runes as you first saw them were unrecognizable to you, but they shift into a language that you can read.
Could you
They differ for each of you.
Could we jot this
What
down
was
on a
that?
bit of paper so we can read it for ourselves?
What was the riddle?
I am greater than Garl Glittergold,
Can you send it to us?
more evil than Asmodeus
It's nothing.
the Ninth. The poor
It is
have
nothing.
me, the rich have need of me, and if you eat me, you'll die.
Oh yeah,
Nothing.
it's nothing. It's nothing.
Do you say it?
Yeah, a bit like
Yes.
nothing. It's what we got something. Give me some love.
Why do the rich need nothing? I'm confused.
Cause they already got it all.
Nothing. Ain't got no one, no one. If
Like
you
Harry
fly away.
So, in this small antechamber, there's another less, still formidable looking, but less ornate door. And the corridor ends in both to the west and to the east in two faded tapestries.
Faded tapestries. Can we, what? Sorry, what's on the tapestries?
You can have a look at them if you want. Make a perception check. Which one are you looking at?
The one I'm looking at. It's on the right.
Okay.
Perception check. Oh, 3. I didn't mean to roll with advantage.
Difficult to see. It's very faded, covered in dust and dirt, huge tears in it. Whatever image or story this tapestry depicted has long since vanished to the depths of time.
How about this one? Can I have a little look-see?
Yeah.
Anyone looking with me?
No.
Okay, cool. 17.
So this one is a little better preserved. It seems to show a it has a number of panels depicting the formation of a city, presumably Valinor. Lots of busy gnomes constructing labyrinths and tunnels and digging deeper into the below the earth. You do notice a slight breeze coming from beyond the tapestry.
Oh, must be nothing this bit. Are you gonna peek behind the curtain now?
I will slowly peep round.
But beyond the tapestry, it's a small secret passage.
Gary
There's a
Glitter's
secret
dungeon.
passage. Can I investigate the? Well, can I perceive if there's any traps?
Yeah, make another perception check.
Whoa.
Seems to be just a normal passageway.
And the chest?
Seems to be just a normal chest.
Can I open it?
You can indeed.
I open the chest.
Inside is... let's find out.
Give me some love. Give me some skin.
Nothing.
He used to wear that little hat which exposed like your hair out the top, but it was a cap.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
Inside is... none of... Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so
Wade's
there
turned
is,
into a torch.
3 platinum pieces.
Oh!
A very ornate gold magnifying lens.
Okay.
Do I need a torch to see anything?
Yeah, you need to light a torch to see something.
I
Yeah.
can just see blackness.
And there is a bound script which is in Gnomish.
Can anyone read Gnomish?
No.
Gnomish.
But we could always take it to that shopkeeper. He was a gnome, wasn't he?
Where does it say what languages you can speak? Oh,
Proficiencies?
just I can speak giant, which is the polar opposite.
Can I move this to one side as well?
Yep.
Can I light a
Anything
candle?
You
behind?
immediately die. No, there's just a wall behind it.
Can I light a candle?
Huh?
Yeah, 1 second.
I'm not sure if it's the graphics of my PC.
No, you've gone into a new map, so
Oh, okay.
Scroll down
it
to
should
the
be on
bottom.
there.
Yeah, it's
Chrome
right at
was,
the bottom of the page.
Chrome was too much for it to run. So I had to go back to Firefox.
You should be able to see everything, Tom.
Oh.
I'll put you back in. So
Are you at the bottom of the screen,
I can
Tom?
see myself.
Oh.
But you just
you need a
moved
new
it.
computer, Tom. I'm sad to
I
say.
might just have to reload it again.
Right, you're in now, and I'll just put your torch on.
Am I on the right level?
Just use your imagination.
Um,
It's another D&D.
let me load it again.
Why is it black?
Can you see now, Tom?
Just see my. So I'm going to reload it on my screen and hope for the best.
Yeah.
This door in front of
Yeah.
us, is that locked? Can we try it? Give it a push? A little gentle push.
Mhm.
Like a sneaky one.
Yeah. So yeah, make if you're just giving it a slight push, you hear a creak. It's not locked, but it's very heavy.
Okay. Tevron, do you fancy stealthily peeking through this door?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Tevron
Stealthily
looking.
peeking through the door.
You haven't opened it yet. You've just ascertained that it can be opened, but it's very heavy. It's going to require like some
Not very
effort for you to push
stealthiness.
it open.
I will help you push open the door. I call in my doorman, Olaf, whatever the hell his name was.
Report. Boric.
Olaf.
Boric Johnson.
Yeah, Boric Johnson is his name.
Opening doors is his game. So,
Opening doors and getting Brexit done.
so does this need like a strength check or anything, or just
Yeah, you'll have to make an athletics check to push it open.
athletics check? Because Tavron's helping, do I get advantage or?
Yeah, if you can all pile behind it and help.
Yeah, here we go. Roar! 21.
Yeah, it is heavy. It
Flies
does
off
take
its hinges.
surprising amount of strength even for you, but you hear it creak over.
I kind of ruined the stealthiness by shouting roar when we did it.
Yeah, the door is also very loud. So it does open up.
Oh my fucking god. What's going to go on down here? Who's good at checking for traps?
1 second, just gonna close the door. Is that my old door?
How do you check for traps? Investigation.
Depends how you're doing
Perception.
it. Whether you're going, if you say, "Oh, I want to look at the tiles in front of me," it would be an investigation
Okay.
check. If you want to just have a look out for anything that looks off or anything that looks like it could be a trap, it would be perception.
Well, I can see blood down the hallway.
I hope it isn't Chris's blood.
So, that's it. Splattered all over the left-hand bit of floor, and then there's what looks like another door at the end of this corridor.
Yeah, the door at the end of the corridor is covered in runes, similar to the spelled doors you saw earlier.
Can anybody read runes or understand what they mean?
I can
Depends what
read.
language.
I can read celestial runes.
Are they of that kind?
You don't recognise them, Wade.
Do
Or
I
Elvish.
recognise any of them?
Fuck's sake, Wade.
Or Dwarvish. I think I can speak Dwarvish too.
You can speak Dwarvish.
That's close to Gnomish.
Never actually used it once. Never spoken to a dwarf.
Racist.
Didn't we have? Wasn't the thing that I had in Dwarvish?
No, it's Gnomish.
Gnomish.
Oh.
Surely
Eleanor
no.
was a gnomish city.
It
I
must
thought it was a
be.
Dwarvish city.
They must be close-ish languages, surely.
So unless anyone can read Gnomish, you can't understand the runes.
No.
Shit.
I will have a general little look around the floor and walls to see if there are any potential traps. Oh, brilliant.
You're fairly certain there aren't any traps.
I will investigate the tiles on the floor.
You're fairly certain there aren't any. You're fairly certain there are tiles on the floor.
Fantastic.
I will take a step onto the first tile.
Nothing happens.
And the next one.
Yeah.
And the next one.
Still fine.
I will look from here at what the fuck those little tank trap things on the left hand side are.
The what? Sorry.
Loads of blood.
The things that above the loads of blood that look like tank
Oh.
traps.
Yeah, they are barricades, wooden barricades that have been so all manner of bits of masonry, wooden barricades nailed together, boulders have been piled up against this door, and under it is a tremendous amount of dried blood.
Now, do we want to go in that room then?
That's not the room we were just in, was it? There wasn't a door going off to the right, was there? You know, the big
In the last map, one of the corridors ended in a collapsed cavern.
Okay. What's going on down there?
Blood.
There's a lot of blood behind a barricaded door. I suggest we
blood.
avoid that one.
Sounds like my love life.
Okay, I'll keep going. Ooh. Looks like that somebody's been making a camp in here.
Yeah, so as you peer around the corner, there's what looks to be a more recent mine that has broken into this chamber, and within this mine there's a camp that is abandoned, and there is some dust on it. So it was a while ago that this, judging by the dried blood and the camp, there was some activity some time ago, but it's difficult to ascertain how long ago. There doesn't seem to be any souls around.
Oh.
Air raid. Shall we proceed on then?
No.
Just step back. I will walk in.
The pathway leading off to the south. What are these rubble piles? They look like gold from here.
Just piles of rocks and rubble.
Piles of gold.
Pile of fish-sized diamonds over here.
There's a little tunnel down to the south.
Yeah. Should we head down there?
Yes, it appears to be. Oh, there's one to the north as well.
Should
Ooh.
we go marching orders or
There's a
go
dead
for it?
person there.
Okay, cool.
So at the end of this tunnel is the dried and desiccated body of a orc.
Hiya.
I'm gonna keep watch.
Yeah. Good
He's
shout.
clutching something in his hand.
Let's get out then.
It's a note written in Orcish.
Can I
Go on,
see
creamy.
anything else?
only the note you can. He's got a shield, a small shield, wooden shield.
What's this note say?
Well, I can read Orcish.
I should hope so.
The note says, "I am the last survivor.
Well,
They broke through and were immediately attacked by some floating abominations covered in eyes. I sealed the tunnel
Covered in
so
what?
those things couldn't get back to the homestead. So far, those things haven't ventured out of the chamber. Perhaps I am safe here, but I'm running out of food."
It's just a load of old shit.
what did he say? Things floating.
Covered in eyes.
Floating abominations covered in eyes.
Oh no.